like I said, if that's something that you care about, then just go on and do that before you start putting things down. So I'm not super particular about that, but it might drive some of you crazy if you're watching this. So we're just going to do that. That looks like it was originally. We're going to cover most of it up. It doesn't really matter, but like I said, some people might get a little more like, oh, they need to be matching back up. So there we go. Matching back up before you put your paper down. All right, so this one I used the pink side, but if you like the other side better, this one wasn't, you know, didn't like scream one way or the other which direction it needed to be, if it was the front or back, but I'm going to do it the same just because since I'm giving it to the kiddos, we'll know which is different because they'll have different faces in it, right? All right, so I do need to separate that a little bit, so I'm putting it right at the edge. So this goes right at the center edge. And since these do match the way they are, I'm going to do both of these pages at a time. All right, and then we've got your little strip with your words. And it looks like it's at about 1 inch up from the bottom. All right, we're putting a 3x4 photo mat on one side, and that's evening right up with the bottom of that piece. And then we're putting a 4x6 photo mat on the other side. And that's going to, I'm going to butt those right up together because that's going to butt right up to this guy. All right, so now we've just got to decorate it. Where's my little ghosties with the mosties? So I used my little boy ghost, and I put him straight down on the paper. And then my little girl ghost, I did put her on pop dots. Again, if you're not a fan of this lift or this texture, then just lay them all down. But I like to have a little bit of dimension in my pages. All right, so got my boy, got my girl. And then I have 3 little baby ghosts. Because, you know, if you have the boy and the girl, you got to have some babies, right? All right, so got some baby ghosts. I'm going to do mine just a little bit different than the original page because I just sat them down in slightly different spots. All right, boom, easy, easy peasy. All right, so this one, we have the eek. We have the yikes. And then we also have this little ghost right here, and he came, these 2 ghosts both came off of one of our stamps and dies. Let's see if I have any already made in here. I pre-made a whole bunch of little guys, so let's see what we've got. Because I wasn't sure who I wanted and what colors and how they were all going to go. So let's see who I have. I have this little baby here that's smiling. Nope, I don't have any of that one, so I'll have to go through and make another one of him at the end. But for now, I can put this one down. So I believe that all of them had little ghosties, so you should be able to find a ghost, you know, even if you just want one kid all the way through yours, like even if you don't, if you're purchasing your own dies and one looks like your baby or grandbaby, I think they all had some ghost in them or something that you can add. Your own little ghost. So there's the boo. All right. Easy, right? Super easy. All right, so we'll hand these off to Kathy. If I'm going too fast, then the best thing you can do is pause me, rewind me, and curse me a little bit. As long as you don't do it to my face, I won't cry. If you do it to my face, I might cry. I really will. I'm sensitive like that. I will. All right, there we go. Next up. Where did you go? Oh, here it is. I was gonna say I'm missing one. All right, let's get spooky. I might just have to make some of these guys. No, I can wait till the end. The video's not gonna go that long. Nope, it's not. We're gonna do base pages and everybody can decorate themselves when they get home. That's just the way it's gonna be. All right, white bases next. Again, if you care if they are matchy-matchy, then go on and find your matchy-matchy ones. I personally am willy-nilly. They don't have to be matchy-matchy for me. All right, first things first is our little boo. Goes down this side. And all of these guys, if you can see, I've turned them all into little banners. So I am stacking all of mine up. Wait a minute. Okay, before I do that, hold up. Ho-de-do, ho-de-do. All right, so decide if you want your spiders going up or down and make sure they're all going in the same direction. Now on mine, I have 2 of them with spiders and the rest of them are with orange. So it doesn't matter for the orange ones, but I do want my spiders to match whether they're going up or down. All right, so I'm going to stack these babies all up. I'm going to do a little cut right down the center, and then I'm going to go in from the outside corner to the middle. That way I have them all approximately the same. And the other great thing is if I screw one up, guess what? They're all screwed up, so it looks like I did it for real intentionally. Remember, it's Halloween, so it's okay for things to be distressed. It is a little more work to cut through 5 at one time, but I did it. I managed it. And then our 2 pink ones. So again, I'm an eyeballer. I eyeball and go up and cut. If you're not an eyeballer, if you are a person who loves to have everything exactly as it should be, you want to cut. So this one's 3/4 of an inch. So that means it would be 3/8 will be half of a, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold on, no, I'm right, I'm wrong, it's 3/4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so yes, so it would be 3/8 of an inch. So of course I show you on the hardest one. So you want to measure in at half. So this particular one is at 3 inch. I would suggest maybe you wing it on this one if you're not good at quarters and 3/4 and 3/8. This one would have been better because it was a slick measurement. But all you want to do is put your paper in there and just do a light little cut up. So once you have it, again on this one it was 3/8. And go up, going up to 1/4 on both of those. And so once you have that real professional cut right in the center, then you can come back in with your scissors once again and cut from corner to corner in. So if you like to have things precise, then that is how you would make your banners, doing it that way. There is also an awesome, now you have to have your banners a special, oh, is it still available? Do you know if the Stampin' Up! One is still available? I know we're not supposed to promote other people, but Stampin' Up! Used to have an awesome banner punch. But you could only use it, it was 1 inch, 1.5, and 2 inches. Like all the, the different ones wouldn't have worked for it. All right, so we're starting with the middle. We're starting with an orange one. And I'm gonna put it up against that right corner of page 1. All right, and then we're going with one of your spiders next. And then another of your plaids. All right, and then we are coming in with your wild berry, and that's going about half and half. So it's going about halfway up. And then we are going to use, here I go, looking at my gray, sticking my gray in. All right, so now we're going to use a little bit of this wild berry. And I'm going to overlap the 2 pieces on that. And it's going to come down about yay so. And we're just going to cut it on one side, just like so. Awesome sauce. All right, so it's not the right color, but I'm going to use, I already have one of these cut, so I'm going to use that for my measurement of about where I'm going to add Let's Get Spooky. So let's get spooky on this right side because it does overlap. I'm going to go on and put a piece of foam tape there that I will not be taking the backing off of. All right, so I'm adding the Let's Get Spooky right about, say, here. We're adding a 3x4 photo mat right here, just tucked underneath. And then later on, we're going to cut some more of, where did my white one go? Oh, right here, still sitting on it. We're going to cut some more of these out of orange, and we're going to add some more of these guys. Again, if you did not buy these stamps or don't have any more pumpkin stickers or stamps that you want to use, let me know. I will cut them for you for a small fee. And I think they'll all fit right into an envelope, so it won't be any special shipping. It'll just be a little envelope coming your way. All right, so next we're going on this side, and we are going with the spiders. And then your next plaid. And then we're doing your purple, your wild berry in between. And I also used 2 more 2x2s over here. All right, I don't have any 2x2s in my hot little hand. Let's see if I see any more over here real quick. I have a 4x4, so that'll work. Watch this. So there we go. We just made some 2x2s. Two by two, 2x2, and we had a 3x3 right here. We had our little pumpkin up here at the top, and then a couple of little ghosts. Since I don't have my pumpkin yet, I'm just going to add a few little ghosts. And I'll save some ghosts to add to the pumpkin after we've finished that. 2 pumpkins and a ghost up there. All right, so except for those pumpkins and those few little sequins, we're done with that one and our little girl. Easy peasy. Pass this one over to Kathy. All right, I might have to, get, oh, don't ruin it. Get out. Oh my goodness. I'm just tearing it up here. Okay, so I had already worked this through, so I'll have to re-glue that down just a little bitty bit. So be careful when taking this in and out because it's not meant for that. I need a little bit of liquid glue right there. All right. So this time we've got more of the white daisy. Oh yeah, this one's easy. All right, so once again, you can choose either side. This time I use this one because I do feel like since this is a bigger pattern, I kind of feel like I needed a bigger piece of it because the smaller pieces would just, you know, cut it down and you couldn't see very well what you had left. All right, so this is going to go in the bottom corners of each side. And then we're putting the wild berry right along that top edge. I'm telling y'all, these little pages go together so easy and they are so cute. And think about this, when they are this easy to put together, you didn't sweat every single little piece of it like you do some of your large pages. Some of your large pages, a lot of them are super easy. But, you know, when this is in my grandbaby's hands and they, you know, pull it here and pull it yonder, I'm not going to be so upset about it like I might be if I they had one of their big books that I had created, because I made this for them and their little hands is the perfect size for the little hands too. All right, so now we're going to put 2 4x4 photos here. And maybe all these photo mats, and I'm struggling to find the ones that fit. There we go. All right, so I really do want to stamp some of these with you guys. So, but what I'm going to do, just because the video, I don't know how much time I'm going to keep having. We're already at 1 hour 20 minutes. I'm going to keep rolling, and then if it cuts me off, I'm going to come back and just stamp these separately with you guys. So the only thing out of the sticker sheet for this one that we have is a black bat. And it's going right up here. That little bat in the door, and all of these little guys are all stamps. And then we've got the ghost. So I'm going to add those afterwards. If the video keeps going long enough, we'll do it in this same video. If not, we'll start a second video. Okay, so there's the next 2 pages. I'm telling you, really super simple. See, I even passed this one back to Kathy before she's done with the next one. And Kathy is our, like, Speedy Gonzales of the crew. If you beat Kathy, you're doing something. That's what I mean. That's what I'm telling you right here. All right, so the next 2. Ooh, I'm really liking this one. All right, I'm turning these that way because I'm covering up more of that. That way more of my little white is going to show. All right, so here we go. Easy, easy peasy one. This is got your words going down on the bottom of each. And then we've got 2 more 4x4 placeholders. That's the hardest part, is for me to find those 4x4 placeholders. Hey, if nothing else, I have 4x6 ones. I can cut them down. All right, so 4x4. Now these are going to go like resting right on the second line of words. All right, so centered up and resting on that second line of words on both sides. All right, and then where are my two little guys? These little star guys. We're going to make a little banners out of those. So again, we're going to cut up the center and then cut from those outside points in to give us that little banner. I'm going to tuck these under. Tuck that one a little bit lower. All right, so tuck those under. And then to make them pop, because it's black on black like that, to make them really pop, we're going to do the same thing with our wild berry. We're going to put a little piece down either side to accentuate that. Yep, digging it? That has a ghost we have to stamp. All these little pumpkins we have to stamp with the different faces, a little boy, and then we've got some ghosts. So we can add our ghosts because that isn't going to interfere with anything else we have going on. Ghost, and then two little ghosties over here. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, so again, remember what we've got left is all these little pumpkins that we have to stamp, but that is it. So easy. And again, remember I'm gonna go have a second video, do my second video where we're going to do those. All right, so next, I actually considered having this one as my front and back page because, again, even though I labeled all of these, I labeled them just so that you could, just so that you know where to put things. But if you see pages that you like better somewhere else, because this is really a great front page just because it's like a title page. It says Happy Halloween. So I might actually change mine up like that. And if that's the case, I actually made my back page and my front page the same, but I did them opposite. So what that means is, let me bring this back into focus. So can you see what I did here? It's the same exact page, but I flipped it. So this one I did towards the bottom of the spiders, and this one I did towards the top. So what you can do is just adjust this one a little bit. So this is a 2x2 spread, and use this as your front and back if you'd like. Completely your call. Actually, because they're the pink ones though, I kind of like them as a front and back, so I'm keeping mine just because of that. That's the only reason though, because otherwise I do like this Happy Halloween being on the front. All right, so this is the one that has some zip strips. So right along the bottom, we have got our wild berry. Let's see if I'm still in frame. Keep getting up. Yep, I'm in frame and it's still going. This one is going to take a long time to upload to YouTube. If I think the other classes take a long time. So I hope if you're watching this on replay, please don't be frustrated with me. I see videos about people talking about other people's videos and how they're not very good at editing and they're not like very good with videos and stuff like that. Well, I will be the first to admit this isn't even getting edited. That is not my forte. You take me as I am. Alrighty, so wild berry across the bottom first. And then we have our candy next. All right, and then we have our orange and black stripe. Now the other page, candy. And orange and black stripe. Oh, I can't wait to give these to my grands. All right, so this Happy Halloween sticker, this does not go on any Pop Dots. That would be too much, way too much to lift that up on Pop Dots. But I do want you to be careful before you lay it down. Make sure it's kind of reaching as a banner should from one side to the other. All right, there we go. There's my Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. All right, and I have got 2 bats. Now, will you go out with your grands, or do they just come visit you for Halloween?
No, I don't go out with them.
You don't go out with them? We are having, I hope Haley hears this one day. She probably will never hear this. But we're having down at the campgrounds, we're having a Halloween, or they are, I'm going, just go, I'll be there. They're having a Halloween parade with golf carts. So you can only be in it if you decorate your golf cart.
Yeah.
And then after that, if you've decorated your campsite, then kids will come and trick or treat at it. So I'm really hoping that Haley will bring the kids to that, because they love riding on a golf cart anyway. Like, love it.
Mm-hmm.
So can you imagine riding on a golf cart in their costumes and then going and get caught? Yes! Wouldn't that be so amazing?
Yes.
All right, so next we're going to use that pink strip. I've mentioned it to her, and ironically, she has not messaged me back at all.
Rude.
Well, that's the way it goes, right? She's going to be like, yeah, I didn't see that. Didn't see that, Mom. All right, so these 2 photos, because I have no photos on this page, I wanted to go heavier on photos on this page. So I have 2 photos on this page. But because of that, I needed to go a little more willy-nilly so that you still see some background, because with 2 3x4s, it takes up an awful lot of a 6x6 page, right? So we kind of overlap them just a bit. One is higher than the other, and I put that other one nice and high like that. So then I can put our witch's brew down at the bottom. Okay. Now you see, before I still leave my backing on these, on your foam tape, so that you don't get that unsticky. Put your anesthetic pouch up to it, get that stickiness off, and then I keep trying to blow that paint off. Like, is that paint or is that powder? Ta-da! I loves it. I really, really do. I really love this book. I don't do a lot of mini albums, but I think I might start because I really do like them. We're getting down to the end, y'all. We're so close. I can't believe it's flown by so fast. Our time together. All right, here we are. I got over it, huh? Okay, so here we go on this one. On this one, I used the black pieces. And this is 5 inches. It's 5 by 5, so we're gonna, since our paper is 6 by 6, we know we're gonna center it at about a halfway mark. All right, so now if you want to start on the other side so you can see exactly where your halfway mark is, you can put that. See how I put that on my grid paper? What is happening? Oh. Halfway up, you can measure that halfway mark so you know you're getting it exact if you like being exact. So there you go. And then the next one I can just put side by side. And put it right there. Perfect. All right, so if you're wondering where this came from, guess what? It is not a zip strip. It is a sticker. So what we want to do is pull that off. And we're going to cut this at 6 inches in your trimmer. So I'm putting it upside down in the trimmer. Putting it at 6 inches and cut. And then pull it back off your trimmer without killing it. What is that noise? Is that your phone?
It is my phone.
Okay, I was going to say that's a...
Hola. Hi. What did you do to her?
All right, so now we're putting that sticker at about the 3/4 mark.
What did you do to her?
All right, so that goes at about 3/4.
Where were you? Oh. Oh.
And then you're going to put that wild berry right on top of that to pop that up between A and B so it shows it off even better.
Ooh, nice. I am.
Hi!
Did you hear Laura?